1. Puerto Princesa Underground River. Puerto Princesa Underground River is the longest underground river in the world, as it is located in the Philippine city of Palawan, 50 kilometers north of Puerto Princesa. The river is characterized by its navigable water, and its length is 8.2 kilometers underground, and its formation is due to 30 million years. That's a long time. Surrounded by a national park classified from the 7 natural wonders of the world, and the river was chosen to become one of the new 7 wonders of the world in 2001. It is distinguished by the mountainous landscape of karst due to lime decomposition. One of its characteristics is that it passes through a cave before emptying into the south of the Chinese Sea, and some animals find a safe place for them on the beach near the cave, such as monkeys, squirrels, and large lizards. Don't want to be caught at night in this location. The lower part of the river is subject to strong tidal effects. 2. Houska Castle Crafter. Houska Castle Crafter. This hole is located under a castle that was built at the beginning of the 13th century and is located in the north of the Czech capital, Prague. This area was subjected to strong earthquakes, which led to the emergence of this deep hole, which is not yet known. Nobody landed in it, and despite many myths about it, no one has arrived around a clear and explicit definition of what goes on in it. But it always smells of sulfur. Breathe it in. Until now, a person did not risk landing in it and knowing its depth, and it was called the Hell's Gate, and it is Alba for the underworld. Dum dum dum. 3. Little Damon Island. This small island has its own cloud. Aw, it's gloomy. Little Damon Island is a small island located between the islands of Suri and Stora Damon in the Faroe Islands. It is the smallest of the 18 major islands, with an area of less than 1,000 kilometers, 250 acres, and it is the only unoccupied population. The southern third of the island is a rocky cliff with a height of 414 meters. Climbing its mountains is very difficult, so it is not eligible for tourist visits. But rather, it is a haven for climbing sports. It only contains sheep. Bah! That makes for good conversation. It can be a tourist destination, but only when the weather improves and the waves are low. 4. Janjar Ponsoon. It is one of the groups in the Himalayas, and it is located in Bhutan on the border of China, and its height is 7,570 meters, and it is considered one of the highest mountains in the world. The Bhutan government has not allowed climbing since 1983, and therefore it's sacred and important to the local population. The government opened it up to visitors for a while, and they made 4 attempts to reach its summit, but they all failed to do so. After that, they closed it again to make it one of their sanctuaries, and they see it as a place for the souls of their ancestors. Until now, no one has reached their great summit. 5. Siberian District. Siberia is located in the eastern part of Russia. Its extremely cold temperature makes it the least densely populated, and because of that, there are some areas where life is completely gone. The temperature in distant regions reaches about 60 degrees below zero. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine that temperature. And therefore, it is difficult for a person to withstand such extreme temperatures. Expeditions to the eastern region are stopped due to extremely low temperatures. 6. Down the ice. The areas covered by ice are large, such as the Antarctic and Antarctica. These regions are characterized by very low temperatures, and thus, there is very little life present. According to statistics, the population in Antarctica does not exceed 135 people. I guess everyone can be invited to the birthday party. These vast covered areas make researchers want to know what is there to regret about this ice. Scientists and researchers tried to know the life under the ice below, but they were unable to due to the extreme cold and temperatures that reached in the Arctic minus 43 degrees and in the south minus 89 degrees Celsius. Until now, no submarines were able to discover what was under the ice because they could not withstand the severely cold water and the very rugged terrain on the seafloor. 7. Mariana's Trench. The Marianas Trench is located in the Pacific Ocean, which is the deepest trench in the world with a depth of 11,000 meters. Some holes emit liquid carbon dioxide and active clay volcanoes. The temperature in the trench is 450 degrees Celsius. Ooh, it's hot. Allowing for marine creatures to thrive. Many of the excursions to that abyss were among the most prominent in the 1960s, and also in 2012 by James Cameron. And in 2014, researchers from the University of New Hampshire said the bottom of the Challenger Deep was 36,037 feet, 10,984 meters. 8. Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon Rainforest is the largest forest. It is a moist, broadleaf forest which covers 7 million square kilometers, 1.7 billion acres. Of this, 5.5 million square kilometers, 1.4 billion acres, are covered by the rainforest. This region includes territory belonging to 9 nations. Talk about unity. This vast area was not discovered because of the caves, tunnels, and dangerous animals that have lived in it for millions of years. It was said that those who live in that forest are old tribes only. Brazil has the largest percentage of that forest and is trying hard to preserve it from humanitarian intervention and the fires that occur in it. Mount Nyiragongo. It is one of the most eruptive mountains in the world. This mountain is located in Virunga National Park in the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. The height of this mountain is 3,470 meters. It is difficult to approach it, and scientists warn people living near this rebellious volcano to beware of the gases that emit from it, methane and deadly carbon dioxide. Scientists are still trying to explore this mountain to this day. 10. Earth center. It is difficult to reach the center of the Earth because of the extreme depth and other factors such as air pressure, volcanoes, and magnetic fields. Scientists wanted to know what is in the center of the Earth, but their attempts are all failing, so it is difficult for people to survive in this climate. Unlike previous places, this place is impossible for a person to reach, so we can only wonder, just like space.
Thank you.